All right. So, welcome back, Gangton, to the White Lotus Society. Last time, we encountered some nightmare hybrids, some new and improved nightmare hybrids, the likes of which never seen before. Usually, the average nightmare hybrid is just a corrupted human, but there's a little something off about these ones. You played City Skylines a little bit, went ahead and just fixed up the town, made a church, started working on the casino. Sidebar, King did arrange to have people sent in to record you guys' journey to the capital. So, any like combats or any fights you have from here on out are recorded. Both cinematic and non-cinematic both matter for like hype and stuff.
Okay, cool. So we don't have to like turn on the camera anymore.
You don't have to at this current point in time now.
Okay, cool. I'm so locked in.
And so last time you fixed up the city, got to talking around. You met a monk, prevented Mary from killing that monk, and then you guys fought the nightmare hybrids. After fighting the nightmare hybrids, you guys heard a like monstrous roar off in the distance towards like a small little outpost town and started running towards it with Mary. And so that is where we will be getting to currently. However, before anything else, Crosswise, Osei, 50 gold, Lemisk 100 gold, Lake 150. Or chips,
right.
rather, not gold. Sorry, thinking about the other campaign. We ain't been here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's y'all's money from the casino. And King will probably get here in like a week, so he'll be there like arranging stuff and being there for like supervising the finishing of the casino while you're completing your like basically 2-week journey to the capital. It's like a week and some change, but it leans more towards 2 weeks than it doesn't. So you guys follow Mary as she ran after this monstrous roar because she said, "Ooh, monster, I get to kill monsters." She likes killing monsters. And I forgot to make a map for this, so we're just gonna be out in the wilderness looks wise for a little bit, but you guys get there, and it's not like this place matters anyway, so I don't really care. You guys get there, and atop a like giant like a giant snake, basically like a giant nightmare snake, like a serpent, like huge as fuck. On top of that, you see a man sitting on top of it, and this motherfucker is immediately, you guys have the knowledge for this, so Lake, you can tell that this guy is up to nothing good. Giga Nightmare mode. Which is kind of strange, because he is not attacking any of the people nearby. In fact, he saved the people. But this guy is nightmare as fuck. He's got an entirely like black and red aura that like coats his body so much, and you guys can see this as well. It coats his body so much that it's almost like as if it's a solid. And you also have the knowledge because of Crosswise that this is a living weapon. So you're like, oh, this is like a nightmarified living weapon, which is supposed to be not possible.
Hey guys, that guy's a living weapon, but I don't know why he would be nightmared. Pretty odd. That's all I have to say.
Big nightmare mode. This guy.
We should be on our guard, guys.
As you say, we should be on our guard. Hold on, let me roll this right quick, just to see. You say we should be on our guard, and Mary actually listens to you and says, "Okay, I'll sit back." because normally she would just walk straight at it, like an ignorant fool. So, I will now roll, and this is gonna sound scarier than it actually is, but we're gonna roll to see if he notices you guys. So what would I roll here? Okay. No, wrong thing. Let's do that. So that is hilarious. So he doesn't notice you guys. I will say that Mary does warn you guys that y'all should not try to fight him. So even though he does not notice you, this is not somebody that's necessarily worth directly engaging. But I will tell you that this guy, actually, you know what? We're gonna try a little something. Osei, roll dex for me.
Dex.
Roll dex. Dexterity.
Okay. Here we go.
Osei cannot detect anything about this guy's soul. Despite being corrupted, you can't actually tell if he is truly, like, corrupted, or if he is like Lake, where there's some kind of weirdness going on. As you guys continue kind of lurking and seeing what's going on, you see one of the like an older guy from the town, presumably some kind of like elder or leader or something, walk out and start talking with this guy, start talking about, like, you can stay for food or whatever. And he just, the guy that you guys are watching, he's like, I'm trying to remember the voice I gave him. He goes, "No, I just want to head off to the White Lotus Society." And then the guy is like, "Well, we can give you supplies to head out there or whatever." And he's like, "Don't worry about it." And he turns to walk away. Would be very funny if he noticed you guys sneaking around. And so because that would be funny, I want all of you to roll agi for me right now. Fuck. Damn. The one y'all gotta worry about. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cross.
Yeah. That's it. The one y'all gotta worry about. So yeah, that's pretty funny. He turns around, and he, upon turning around, detects the presence of multiple living weapons. It's kind of hard to understand how he didn't detect it sooner, but it probably has to do with the corruption. And he kind of looks over at Crosswise, and he goes, "You're pretty bad at concealing your presence."
What? Why would you think I'm concealing my presence?
I mean, everybody else over there is just trying to hide, so I just figured that was like the... Is that not the objective
Sure.
of what y'all were...
Not my objective.
Okay.
You know how living weapons are.
You're not living... When two stand users meet, they either become allies or they must kill each other. So, after looking at you guys, he seems a bit intrigued in all of you for one reason or another. He kind of walks over, but he displays no, like, intent to kill. He kind of walks over a little bit, and he's like looking at y'all. And then he looks at Lake and he goes, What's the deal with the arm? Was that?
You asking him or me?
I said he walked over to Lake and said it. But
Well, he's originally talking to you, is why. But
yeah, but he he ignored you. You didn't piss him off, but he was like, something's wrong with that guy. He was like, there's something wrong with that head of his. But he walks over to Lake and he looks at Lake's arm and he's like, how'd that happen?
I was reading the Book of Solomon, and didn't go too well.
Yeah, that's interesting. He looks over at everybody else. He looks over at Mary. He goes, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And she kind of like scratches her head and looks at him and goes, "I don't think so." And he's like, interesting. And then he looks back over at you, Lake, and he's like, "Well, that arm of yours, it's there's somebody who can maybe do something about that." And the second that he says that, Mary immediately walks over to him and puts her hand over his mouth to shut him up. And he he kind of like looks over at her. He's like confused, and then he kind of like pushes her off a little bit. He goes, "Oh, are they not allowed to know about the guy, or?" And then
Actually, we've been looking for a guy for weeks.
oh, yeah.
I don't know what her deal is.
Well, I mean, are you weak?
Not as bad anymore. I can kind of, I don't know. I've got my strength back, but it's more just it aches now.
Okay. That's why. Okay, I understand. I get it. You weren't allowed because you have to. There is a certain fortitude required to go through with the process. Interesting. So that's a weird corruption to get from reading the book, though. That seems more like what they did to me. You ever been
What?
you ever been like tested on, experimented with nightmare magic infused? Any of that ring a bell?
Not that I know of. You know Magnus?
Do I know Magnus?
You know Magnus?
Yeah, I do.
He do that?
He's got a little bit like the nightmare magic infused stuff. Yeah, he went through a little bit of testing and training.
No.
Little bit of lab
Did he do
stuff.
that to you? I mean,
Did him in specific? No.
okay. How do you? Are you cool with Magnus or?
Cool with Magnus? I don't really care about that kid.
He sucks, bro.
He's
Look at this. Look it, and I show him the picture. Even when we put him on his ass last week, 3 weeks ago. Actually, I don't even really. I got a picture of it, but I wish I had a date on it. One of the problems with Polaroids.
You know, that's funny. They were raising him to be like, he was supposed to be like their like a super soldier kind of. He was supposed to be like the first correct experiment type thing.
Yeah, well,
He's like,
I feel like KD and bro is Greg Oden.
wow, I liked that. Thank you, Kim. Okay, so that's weird. He's supposed to be like this half homunculus super soldier type guy. I fought him before, I guess, but it was kind of like immediately after he got his powers. It was still uncontrollable. Do any of you know anything about Magnus? I guess what's his whole deal? Why do y'all know who he is?
He went. He got drafted. This year in White Lotus Society.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my way to the White Lotus Society right now, actually. I gotta head over there and meet with the commissioner. Gotta tell
Really?
him. Yeah. Uh. He kind of like looks over at Mary and like he kind of like whispers something to her. Y'all can kind of overhear it though slightly. He's like, what are they like? How confidential is this shit y'all got over there? She's like, I don't know, we just kill monsters. He's like, okay, well, shit, I'll tell him. So something about an attack on the White Lotus Society. I overheard something about it when they were testing on me in the lab. Did y'all know there's a lab around here? There's like a big science lab hidden underground around here.
I
Science
hadn't heard
lab.
about it. Did you guys know anything?
No, I don't recall.
It's none of my business.
Yeah, I knew about it.
Damn.
Always do.
How do you know
Always
about
do.
that? Who
Best
are,
not to
used
ask
to-
him questions.
We used to use that as a hideout for weapons.
you know what? Hold on. Let's. I want you to roll me a int check right now. Sure enough, that it wasn't a hard check because it's easy to just say, yeah, that was a hideout for the Kyojin family. Around 30ish years ago, 25ish years ago. It's been converted since then. About 10 years ago, it's been converted into like this. It's been one expanded majorly. But two, it's been converted into this like weird science experimentation facility, not too dissimilar from what you guys found in the volcano, but like a very large version of that, and obviously more important to them. And yeah, that's yeah. You do know about the base. You know about it. And because of that, when you guys are heading on your way back, after the capital visit, y'all can choose to go there if you want. There's like something there. But yeah. So the weapon looks at you guys, and he's like kind of confused because on one hand, he like you guys all intrigue him separately in like different ways, but on the other hand, he's like he doesn't have time for this. He has to head out to the White Lotus Society or whatever. So he asks each of you your names so he can remember them.
Lemisk.
What's your name?
Oh, but you just cut off your friend there. But you're
Who are you?
Lemisk. Me? I'm Muramasa. I
Cool last name.
I was and then the second that he says Muramasa, Mary immediately like puts her head in her hands and goes, wait a second, I do know this guy. And then he like looks at her and he's like you do? Like how do you what? How do you know who I am? And then Mary like kind of turns around and looks at you like, and she's like, so this is really weird. Like I think that guy's my brother, but they like fucked up his personality.
Oh.
Hmm.
Like, would he know he's your brother? Or?
I think he would if like I said it out loud. You Muramasa, and he turns to her. He's like, "Yeah, how do you know me? What is it?" And then she looks at him and goes, "I'm your sister, the two swords." And he like stops for a second. He goes, "Oh, yeah. I had a memory. They memory wiped me. When I went in, they memory wipe anybody who gets taken in. Um, actually, they memory wipe anybody who's been taken in. You over there with the arm, because I still don't know your name. Do you suspect that you may have been memory wiped at any point in time?"
No, I think I'm good.
Think you're good?
I don't know. I don't remember a lot about my childhood, but
Oh.
But
Okay.
I kind of pushed it all down.
That makes sense. Any of y'all ever like anything suspicious, memory wipe stuff going on?
I've already had issues with my mind for a long time, but it was before that.
Yeah.
There was this one incident in the upper White Lotus Society where I was captured for a little bit, but I was able to escape before any mind wiping shenanigans happened. Luckily, my wife was there to help me. God, I miss her.
White Lotus Society.
Oh, you know what? Right after the draft, probably. Let's see. This was after I had the corrupted arm already. Me and Misk. I'm Lake, by the way.
Lake. Okay.
Me and Misk found some mushrooms in the forest, and I mean, I remember they were great, but I don't really remember. I mean, they were awesome, but I don't. Do you remember that all?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember the whole thing? So it wasn't that then. My bad.
No. It was good.
Okay, cool.
When you get as old as
Yeah.
listen here now.
I don't remember.
No. When you get as old as me, you've been around the block. A lot of things. Yeah, I've had those mushrooms before. That's why I knew they were good.
Hmm.
In fact, I
I
used
don't
to
remember.
sell those.
I walk over to Muramasa and I extend my hand for a handshake, and if he takes it, I say my name.
I would, but like, well, you're a living weapon, so it doesn't matter. He shakes your hand.
Crosswise.
That's a little racist, by the way, Muramasa. Just saying.
Well, you'll understand why in a second. Crosswise, can you roll endurance for me?
Yeah, of course.
Living weapons aren't supposed to be able to be
Hit this so I
corrupted.
can be lazy. Why does this happen to me? 1 second.
In fact, Muramasa would be the first recorded corrupted living weapon.
Cross, go ahead and roll wisdom.
Okay. Go ahead and roll wisdom. Yeah, go ahead and roll wisdom for me. Fuck it.
Real quick.
No.
No, go for it.
No.
This will be for something different. It'll be for something.
Oh my god, this is the greatest.
Fuck? Well, you think
Yo.
I'm chump like that? Think I don't got
I'll see y'all
those?
later. It's been
Yep, just do it 10 times, you can build a church, bro.
But I gotta take my leave.
Yo, what the fuck?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. So, you get no corruption at all. And upon shaking his hand, you realize that the corruption, the reason that his quote-unquote personality's been changed, is that the corruption has erased and changed a decent amount of his power set and like what he does.
I let him know that as well. I tell him, hey, I'm not a doctor, but I think the corruption might have affected your memories a bit. So just know that in the future, I guess, if if something maybe removes it, maybe your memories would come back. And I pat him on the shoulder with my other hand.
I mean, that's probably what happened. I think my main issue is, you know, maybe it's better if I don't. As weird as that is to say, back in my day, I was known as the demon hand. So
Back in your day, how old are you?
fuck.
We don't know that.
How do you know that?
How do I know that?
How do you know that? If you got your memories.
Well, we can.
How can you
People
truly
would
know
call
that?
him.
Do you
People
wanna-
would call him that if you walked around.
Do you want a
wouldn't they?
full like history on how I did that, or?
No, I'm just curious.
Okay. Well
Like,
then,
if you
what I can tell you is that when I destroyed the base, or attempted to destroy the base, I didn't destroy it in full. Like, wouldn't have been able to make it out, not with how many guards they had. But when I was still in my weakened, semi-weakened state, I started fighting, and I guess the shock or thrill of battle reawakened some of the old aspects of myself.
Well, I mean, you were in a lab. You could be a clone. Who's to say you truly are the same Muramasa?
Mary looks at him and like has tears in her eyes because you said that, and he immediately like looks down at his hands and goes, "Am I?"
So I grab him on the shoulder.
But that you gotta be careful about that one.
It was
Muramasa,
it,
and
roll endurance.
oh yeah.
He's corrupted.
Dude, he's gonna fucking. Oh, thank God, dude. Thank God. I knew you were gonna roll like 140, dude. I just knew you were gonna roll 140.
Well, Lamisk. Fuck. So, shit. So you have, so because of when you read the book, you do have nightmare resonance?
Oh.
So whenever corruption comes in contact with you, it can speed up the process of corruption, which with resonance, it like evens out, right? It's like, you're fine to just live. You take like slightly more damage from nightmares, but that's it. However, you, well, now we're gonna have to do another check here.
Okay.
I want you to roll. I'll let you roll wisdom for me for this, because I think it makes sense. You can roll wisdom for me. It's gonna be a hard check. That is okay enough. That's okay. So you are. I'll have to decide how far along your nightmare corruption happens. But it's not so bad that, like, you're gonna get, like, super fucked up or actually, like, full corrupted like Lake or anything. But, after putting your hand on his shoulder, you reel back, realizing that you forgot the whole thing was that he was corrupted. So corrupted that it forms a, like, solid mass around him. You fall on the ground, you don't feel like it doesn't feel too horrible because like you've experienced this before when you read the book, but it does feel as if like something inside of your like blood is changing, and you now are very susceptible to the same stuff that Lake is susceptible to with like fighting nightmares, which means you do not want to be near nightmares. Otherwise, you will get as fucked up as Lake, maybe worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Unfortunately, Muramasa does want to help you up, but he goes, I literally can't.
I get in between the two, and I help him up. So
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I
Sure, I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
forgot
Got
about
you.
that.
I'm sorry.
But nah, it's okay. Look,
Uh,
see, even though
Osei, check him out.
even though I'm corrupted,
Right.
I was still able to survive touching you and touching your shoulder,
Yeah,
whoever you are.
Muramasa.
Okay,
Wait.
we don't know that yet.
Yeah, you do. It's been said.
It could be a clone. Don't know.
Okay.
Clone Muramasa. Well, we'll call you Muramasa for now
I'll be honest. I doubt that I'm a clone.
It's all right. I give Muramasa a shoulder massage if you let me, because he probably can't get massages very often.
I mean, it's fine. I'm trying to. I'm actually on my way to go head to a guy that can fix. Well, maybe fix my corruption thing, or I'll die. Who knows? But
That's fair. Could you write some parting words at the worst on this piece of paper for me then? I tear out a thing on my journal, or I give him my journal.
Okay. Write some parting words. Shit, I don't know. He's like sitting there thinking. He's like, "Fuck, I'm not much of a writer. Not." Any of you guys good at writing?
Osei is.
Osei,
Oh yes, indeed.
could you write parting?
sir,
Could you
Muramasa.
write my parting words for me? I don't know if that's how that works. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, if you say a couple of your emotions and your feelings going into this, I'm sure Osei can construct it into something nice.
I don't know.
Only if you're comfortable to. I don't want to force you to do anything if you don't want to.
Well, this is kind of weird, cause I just re-met my sister for the first time in what, like 10 plus years. Last time I saw her, we fought each other. So, I do remember that. And I don't really know you guys. Surprised y'all were as trusting as you are, considering I'm a giant walking corrupted living weapon, which is not something that happens. I'm actually kind of worried about turning myself into the White Lotus Society, because I'm hoping the commissioner can give me the coordinates on the guy I need to meet, since he's the one that has them. But they could also just take me and use me as a corrupted living weapon.
Well, how about this? Why don't we go to the Hidden Lotus, White Lotus, talk to the commissioner, get the coordinates ourselves, and then you go to our casino.
You guys have a casino?
Yeah, we have a casino and a church. I also have a church.
Church.
We can use you, right? Not in that way, right? But for until we know that you're safe, you'll be safe with us. We are the number one team, so we have enough power and clout and pull around here to maybe harbor a fugitive test subject, such as yourself.
You can roll me a damn int check, but this won't be that hard. You raised a solid argument. He thinks about what you said, and he goes, "Where are you guys currently headed?"
We're currently headed to see is it? I know the name of the thing that it is, but I forgot the name as a person.
Augustine.
Augustine. Durant, that's what it is.
Oh, Augustine, yeah. You're going to meet him. Why? What do you guys want?
He wanted a meeting, honestly. I was semi against it, but now we're for it, so.
Interesting. Well, I guess I could yeah, I could tag along with you guys until you're done with that, maybe.
Sounds good to me, honestly.
Okay. And you guys now have Muramasa as part of the group. He's an assist. He's a usable assist. That's
3
pretty
living
broken.
weapons in his hoe.
Yeah, they are supposedly rare, if you could believe it. But yeah, I think that damn, the only person who could really roll this check is Nighlin, but he just went BRB. I guess technically Josh could also roll this. So Josh, I want you to roll me an int check based off of something that was said earlier. Because you have some knowledge on, like, history and living weapons and stuff.
Okay. Let's see.
High rollers today.
Locked.
So yeah, so earlier Mary said that Muramasa was her brother. You have knowledge that in history Muramasa, like, what he said was true. He was known as, like, the Demon Hand. And he was like not like a villain, but he was very, like, fight type guy, kind of bloodthirsty-ish. And so he was always, like, trying to start fights, trying to cause chaos. But he was more of, like, an anti-hero guy, right? Like, historically, he helped with a lot of, like, big issues and stuff. So how nice he is here is out of character, like Mary said. You also know that this probably means that Mary's true identity is Masamune. Who, let me actually pull up the lore on this because I have it written. So you know that Masamune was, like, originally known as the Barbarian King. And, like, led people across the sea to like, escape danger from what was the Chained Lands, basically. So these are two, like, actual heroes. That being said, your character would also have the knowledge that you should probably never bring up the fact that she is Masamune up to her. Your character specifically would know that. But you are dealing with, like, not just a living weapon, but, like, two legendary living weapons. Like, these motherfuckers been doing work since before all you guys were born combined. So yeah, you guys, we're a little technically stun locked because Nighlin is BRB, but it's alright. I want y'all to roll, a little something for me. And that is a dex check. I want the gang to roll a dex check. I can roll a dex check for Crosswise to see if he would notice this thing.
Yikes.
Yikes. Our savior, Lamisk Kyojin.
What is it? 12.
Damn.
Hmm.
Well, nothing is wrong. You guys noticed nothing.
Cool.
No one rolled over their decks.
Yeah, that is crazy. But so you guys are now just gonna do a simple roll for me. Just roll a d100. Since you guys didn't notice anything. 10. 42. Okay. Y'all got a 68 from Crosswisington.
Nice.
You guys come across a small village. That was just if you roll over 200, you go to one area. If you roll under, you go to a different area. So you guys are like traveling a little bit, and make it to an strange village. And when you get there, I'm gonna roll something right quick. I hope that this rolls in you guys' favor, because if it doesn't, we're gonna have to start a fight without Nighlin here. Oh, he's back. Okay. Well, if you roll a 1 here, then there's a fight. If you roll a 2 here, then there is no fight. There is no fight. Wow, look at that. So you guys pull up to this village, and it is perfectly fine. It is not under attack. That would be preposterous. And in this small village, you realize, like, they look kind of worse for wear, like as if they've been like kind of ignored. Like they definitely look like they're low on like resources and supplies and stuff. And you notice that they're like pretty close by a military checkpoint. What seems like, you know, the end of the territory that technically is like getting militarized by Augustine. And so when you get there, you can acknowledge, like, oh, he's actively cutting off resources for them because they're refusing to become part of his like little military thing. And you also notice that this village has a lot of stuff in it, in the sense of like shops and places that you could actually like do or gain something from. You could probably ask around and get some quests. You could probably ask around and get some like items that you might need, whatever. I'll be a little meta here and say that this is the last like place that you will have to stock up on any kind of supplies for like a while. So I'm not saying you gotta, but it would be wise to maybe look into doing anything you need to do here before you head out.
Do they have like a camera shop or anything like that?
They have a shop that could help you if you wanted to reinforce your camera. They got like a blacksmith that you could put some chips in and get upgrades.
Sure.
What else do
I'll
they?
swing by there. I know last time we were prepping for anything big, Crosswise grabbed a bunch of rope.
Yeah.
I'll probably get some rope.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like you know, small things like that you can get. That's like it seems like minute things, but it's like useful like situationally, that it's like nice to have in your inventory. But yeah, so you go to the blacksmith, and basically, your camera is reinforced with steel currently. They can strengthen it or change the material. Changing the material will cost more, but also has a chance to not only like it guaranteed raises the damage dealt from it, but
Mhm.
It also like I'm gonna roll to see like if it gets an effect or not.
Yeah, doing that.
So there's 3 types of material you can get. Let me look at your money. Your chips says 310. You can afford 2 of the
Little low at the
materials.
moment.
You could
Okay.
spend 150 on a like material that just is like a pure strength thing. It's like it's just gonna give you like
Just a
basically
damage boost.
like plus 10 on the camera damage.
Okay.
And then if you spend 300, 300 will net you not like it like a titanium reinforced camera basically. And so that's gonna give you like a +5. No, not +5. +10. I don't remember if I said +10 or +15. Let me actually look through my notes real quick. Might
Plus
be
10. You
+15.
said plus 10 on the first one.
+10's on the first one. It might be +15. I don't remember.
Yeah.
300.
What's
yeah.
the price point for the third one? And what the specs?
Third one is 600. You get +20, a guaranteed effect, and then we roll to see if there's another effect on top of it.
I can bankroll
okay,
that
cool.
for you.
Are you so serious right now? Are
Yeah,
you so serious?
He has the money too.
Just yeah, 500.
Oh my god, I will pay it back with interest. I will pay it back with interest. I will pay it back with interest.
All right, I'll do it. Here
Okay.
you go.
Because I was
I
just
hand him the
gonna
money.
hold off for now and save up. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I'll cross.
So you get a obsidian reinforced camera. The obsidian reinforced camera. The reason that it is obsidian specifically is because any source of fire that they can get around here, they will take. And it guaranteed has like the effect to either like burn something or anything related to fire basically. Like you use it to like block a fire attack and it's it'll eat it basically. You can use it to like cause fire to happen. You can use it to like use a fire effect on like a picture or something that doesn't have it, whatever. We will also roll this to decide if you get an effect or not. It's 1 and 4. Holy shit. Y'all are rolling today. Y'all are rolling. So the 1 and 4 dictated that you do indeed get the extra effect. So, you can either get an extra effect or get more damage on it.
Extra effect.
Extra effect.
Well, actually, cross.
Yeah.
This is really. I'm just kind of holding on to your stuff here. Would you rather have more damage or an extra effect?
I think in your
Not gonna
case,
act
it's
like I
probably
think-
better to have an effect.
Yeah, I think the effect sounds cooler.
Yeah. Worst case, it's something to work around or work into or kit.
So
That's a team.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
boss.
because it is a rock, like it's of the earth, it is great at conducting ki. And you have the ability to like basically how do I explain this? So like you can imbue like X amount of ki into it being like up to 100. And for that amount expended, you can like create a more powerful version of either of the effects on it, the fire or what you just got, which we're about to roll. Damage effect. So it could be 1 in 5 things. One of them is pretty weird. The others are just elementals. Okay. So. Okay.
Let's fucking go. 600 chips, 3,000 chip buff.
Yeah, think about it. I failed the stealth, which was a good roll in this case. I passed the checks with him. I bankrolled to the camera, and then you rolled the best stuff on it. It's the best. We take those.
This is so
So
huge.
you already have like your spell that sets a mark, right?
Mhm.
Well, your camera now, just anytime you do something using the camera, it sets a mark. It works slightly different than what you have, but it's the same idea. Where it can be one of any of the 4 elements. It's Furin Kazan. And so it's the first mark that you place. Every hit that like hits that mark is gonna do wind damage. The next one, is gonna do lightning damage. The next one would do fire damage, and then the next one would do earth damage, and it would reset.
So that was the weird one.
Yeah. But yeah. You can only have one of each type of mark on somebody. So like if you reset the order and then hit somebody else with something, it's going to switch that. Like who has the mark, basically. Unless you use it on the same person. If you stack a mark on somebody, then it just does like giga bonus damage to the same mark.
Gotcha.
Um,
I'm gonna need you to probably send me that after.
I will. I will.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all are just rolling today, man. Y'all are just rolling today. Is there anything else y'all want to check? Anything y'all want to look for?
Do you guys have? Well, I guess do they have like a shop for potions and whatnot?
Yeah. They got a, like, you can go to many places. There's like certain, like, there's like a doctor's office that has like healing and element related stuff. You can go to damn like just any alchemist shop. You know, they got a few. It's a town, but it's not like too small. You can go to any alchemist shop there, and they've always got like weird little like weird potions that you can try that do like weird fucked up stuff. You can like go to multiple places basically.
Okay.
There's also obviously like a restaurant here as well.
But it's just
Okay.
all right.
It's just alright, but it still can give like buffs ascertaining to certain things. There's also like a place to buy clothes and armor here as well. Like whatever you're feeling, man.
Let me get a. Well, I guess how much is just like a regular health potion? Is that like?
Shit, you go to a damn doctor's office. You go to a damn doctor's office, and you go, hey, y'all got any alchemists in here? And they go, yeah, most of us, cause that's how you make money as an alchemist. And you go in there, and they're like, hey, you can get normal ass potion of normal assness. Is pretty inexpensive. Because a lot of stuff in this world is dangerous as fuck because you coexist with monsters. So they're like, yeah, it needs to be like commonly available, readily available. So like 10 chips, 20, 10 chips will get you like a normal ass healing potion. And that'll generally heal around like 25%ish of your current health. So like if you drink one and you're like, oh yeah, my, like, for example, if Lemisk has 100 stamina, like he does now, his max stamina is 100. then he, is at 30, and then drinks the potion, I'll go up to like 55. So on and so forth.
Okay. Let me just give 5.
Get 5 of them things. Go for it.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost you about 50.
50.
50
And
chips.
what are the
I'll buy one.
elements?
Go buy one. That'll cost you 10.
Okay. What about the ailment potions as far as like any side
Um,
effects or anything like that? Like, what do they
It
have?
depends on what exactly you're looking for. So there's a few alchemy shops, but they all specialize in different things, as most alchemy shops do. The idea is like they either have potions that are like for very specific things that cost a lot, or they have like very broad potions that might have slightly weaker effects, but they're like affordable.
Okay.
So it depends on what you're looking for. You'd have to tell me like what it is that you're trying to find, and I'll tell you if they have it or not.
Is there anything that temporarily? Well, I guess maybe nightmare trust would be like a everlasting effect. Like it would just continue to happen, and you can't really get rid of it. Or there's no potion around
It's
that.
very, you can't just make a potion that can purify it unless it's like tier 1 corruption, which nobody in your party has. Everybody in your party has like tier 3 or higher. You as yourself, because you're the purifier man, you could also just do it for free for like a tier 1, and then you would have to expend like mental, but you could also cleanse tier 2.
Okay.
Your power is just not high enough rank yet for you to be able to do it at tier 3 or higher.
Okay. Just curious on that. Um, is there any like potions where you can throw it as like a bomb or something like that?
Yeah, that's pretty like safe. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of potions that like you can throw. Splash potion Minecraft, they have like a slight effect to them. Or you could just straight up buy like explosives. Also, if you wanted.
Okay.
There's like a mine and not too far from this town, so they like reasonably have explosives here.
Okay, for the splash potions, I was thinking if they had, the basic elemental potions like fire.
Yeah.
Um,
They sure
okay.
do.
Okay, let me get. Well, I guess how much would one potion be for fire?
For fire, so around here, fire ones are a little more expensive because they're rude. And they're like, oh, people need fire, so let's make it slightly more expensive than the other potions because they have to buy it. So here, your typical fire one would be like 25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everything's cold around here, so normally it costs like 10, 15.
Okay, let me get 4.
Get 4 of them things. Go ahead and go for it.
And how much for that explosive you were saying?
Depends if you want like big explosive, small explosive, like a controlled one. If you want something that can be detonated, or like something with a timer, like it depends. If you want something you can just throw, like you want cartoonish dynamite stick, then that shit is about like 20. If you want something with a little bit more like technical prowess to it, it's gonna get progressively more and more.
Okay.
If you want a big explosion radius, I mean a big ass bomb is gonna cost you like probably about like 50.
50?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get one of those. And
Alright.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything anybody else wants to do here?
No.
No?
Well, I don't have anything.
Okay. Crosswise, do you
I'm
want to do
good.
anything? Okay, I was gonna say you got your you lost 300, but it was you gave him the god
Yeah.
roll, so it's fine. All right. Well, you guys are prepared to leave the town. And you guys roll one little dex check for me. One little dex check for me. Y'all are a bunch of high rollers today, so I expect a little bit of something here. Little dex check for me. Ooh. Yes, roll dexterity. Ooh. I mean, I got a dex guy. So I'm just hoping he can save you.
What the
Oh no. Is Cam dead?
I'm back. My bad. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you roll dex. Oh, yeah, roll. I mean, I could just add your dex to
Okay,
that.
we'll call it. Yeah. 25.
Okay, so 62,
87.
25, 87. Yep.
Sorry about that.
You're good. So you actually, it's good that you rolled that because somebody needed to notice this. So because Cam rolled a little bit, he overheard while he was out and about buying shit of a weird thing going on recently. This sounds oddly familiar to something you guys heard before. So supposedly, past the like fences of the military checkpoint, there is a like area on there's like so the way that things work is there's this town. You get to the edge of town and there's like a little road that leads up and to the left like very slightly, and then it gets to like a gate that is the military checkpoint. There's fences that you can see through that show like a fort inside and like some other like you see for miles like past that. And in that little fort, there is a weird situation in which some kind of light or apparition appears on like basically just seemingly random nights. And any night where that light appears, somebody in the village disappears. And so Lake's chilling out and about, and he overhears this conversation between people talking about like, oh yeah, you know, so and so disappeared last night. Oh, it must have been the fucking lights or whatever. And so you guys can choose to investigate that at whenever. But there's like a specific area like past the checkpoint where it happens. It's like not inside the fort, it's on a hill past the fort that's still like visible from the like gate in basically. And it's low-key some weird alien shit going on is what they're saying. And so you guys have a little bit of a way to trek on the way to the like checkpoint that you guys have to make it through to get into the actual territory of the Northern Wind. And on your way there, you start walking the path. On your way there, you guys roll D100s to see if you encounter a fight or not.
The average is pretty good.
It's good, but it's too short.
Is it?
If you'd have rolled a 7, it would have been 200.
What do you mean 200? It's 6. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was crazy because I was seeing 5 roll. Sorry, because like it's earlier roll.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, If you guys had rolled literally literally just somebody had 2 higher, you would not have gotten an encounter. Luckily this encounter is not too bad. It is probably easier now that you have access to the Muramasa assist. So on your way to the military fort, you guys come across Let me go ahead and move this shit over before I'm like give you guys the vision, you know? Go ahead and move this over a little bit. So let me just, so you guys will come across, I'm gonna move you guys around. You can choose how to deal with that in a second when I move you guys over. You guys come across some people that you guys just run into some people that it seems like they've been watching you. Seems like they're working with the whomst ever the fuck organization. And along with them, they got one of them their nightmare hybrids. The weird ones. Almost like they've been part of the testing for them. So let's move you guys over here. Let me go to the other tab and copy paste Muramasa just so you know he is present as an assist. Much like Mary is. And yes, so you guys can move anywhere past, like you guys can move anywhere behind, like from where Osei's at or behind.
Okay, cool.
Move these fuckers out of the way. So yes, there is 1 nightmare hybrid and 3 just normal ass hooded guys. So can you guys see your turn order stuff or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah, I
ahead
can.
and make sure that those are up to date with your decks. While I add this motherfucker's turn to the damn thing. This motherfucker. All of them have the same one, so turn, add turn, boom, and then boom. Damn, who's shooting lasers? Damn. Then add turn, and that guy is gonna be slightly slower. Okay. All right. Let me make sure turn order is looking right.
You can just hit sort in the future
Is there a sort thing? Where is that?
on the top right of the turn order.
That's an X.
It should be like turn order, and then bottom below that is count, and it says 8, and then to the right of that says sort, and it has a drop like a button.
Nope.
I don't know what's going on with yours.
Okay, there we go. It's all in order now. So, yes. Blake, you do in fact start combat.
Huge. All right, hold on. 45.
45.
Okay.
Ooh, bad luck for that guy. What's over there? Now he's 50 away. Because he moved back 1.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out.
So I need to.
Oh,
Is this 45? I have 4
What
moves,
the-
so I can get back here.
That's 45 on the hybrid, yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh wait, but that's dog shit for me because I can't actually attack him.
Correct.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna
not
hold on.
preferable.
I'm resetting my turn.
Yeah.
These are
Go for it.
45.
I was not thinking.
This is 35.
Okay, cool.
And this is 35.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna use my. I'm gonna use my focus flare on both of the guys who are 45.
There's
Okay.
just
These guys are.
There's
no,
only
one.
Just the one guy. Just the one guy. Just the one guy.
Mhm.
Just the
Easy.
one. Focus flare. Do you? Yeah, it hits. I mean, it's bro's blinded. That's
Okay, cool. So that's
focus flare, focus lens combination.
so that's
Oh, I need to write. I should have written it down. These guys have 10 flat defense.
okay, cool.
Except for the hybrid that has 15.
All right. And it's a hybrid. It's like a hybrid nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Actually, fuck. Okay.
It's. I will say that it has moves that you and now Quay should both be pretty scared of.
Yeah.
If it comes
Okay.
into contact.
I am going to. I'm going to use edit and post on Cross.
Edit and post on Crossington. You.
And then
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
and then I'm gonna use is the price of Midas supposed to be a little bit lower?
The price of Midas.
I thought that you had said something about it, but I didn't know if
Yeah,
if
it did
had
go
gone
lower.
down already.
Or no.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, cool.
And you also have the ability to re-roll one additional time, but the second result has
yeah.
to be taken.
Gotcha. Okay, I am going to just end my turn there.
Okay.
A little short.
What on Crosswise do you want to buff? It also does consume one of your pictures.
Okay, cool. Can I use up this like photo of Mad with Power and just give him
Yeah,
a
that would
free
work
one of those
because it's,
next
it's an
turn?
effect from him. So yeah, he has free Mad with Power next turn.
Yeah.
Yep, correct.
Okay, cool.
And you said that's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Crosswise, it's your turn. And you have a free maxed out Mad with Power.
Mad with Power times 50.
Yeah.
That when I get there. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. All right. I will. I will. Here.
Okay.
Actually, I go here. No, here's fine. I'll keep the 5 for right after. So I will Mad with Power, cross chop the nightmare here.
You Mad with Power cross chop, so that will deal how much Ington?
My cross chop's 137.5.
137.5.
Mad with Power adds 50.
Mad with Power adds 50. So as fucking
187.5.
187.5.
Minus 15.
Minus 15, correct.
172.5.
Yep. Minus boom boom. Boom.
Let me parse.
Can you guys can see the health bars, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So just making sure.
I Okay. I'll do a two-handed strike against this guy as well. For
Oh no, I was gonna ask how much damage that did, but you continued, so that's on me.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, it's 68.75. I'm not adding any magic power.
Not adding any amount of the power.
Correct.
Okay. Well, so that's boom. Wait. That's that. Okay. So I had to do math in my head. There we go.
All right, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. So it is now Osei's turn. Osei, what do you do?
Wait, I have one question. I remember you said it last session.
Mm-hmm.
Are nightmares weak to mental damage, or are they?
So most monsters are weak to mental damage just in general.
Okay.
These specific types of nightmares are like their mental, like it takes less. What is it? What am I trying to say? Their mental health bar is like less than their stamina health bar. So like they like it's kind of a weakness, but the hybrids usually have magic and stuff like nightmare magic, so they're more likely to like resist certain mental things. Not stuff that you have because you have like cleansing spirit stuff, but just like general magic they can resist more of. But the average nightmare, like just nightmare monsters and stuff, they're weak to mental.
Yeah. The other thing is that a very high percentage of the time, there's not flat defense for mental damage.
Yeah, that's correct. They
So
do not
that's
have flat
another
defense
thing.
on mental.
Okay. Let me cast an overshield.
You cast an overshield. You currently have no stack, so it just does the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep, you can do that.
All right, and then, let me then recite a hymn. I want to make sure I keep up with all of these.
Yes,
stats.
you recite a hymn. And the damage that does will actually be extra depending on a die roll because you have like the effect thing to like manipulate mental state with your hymns. Nightmare hybrids were at one point human. They have like a frenzied mental state. So we roll to see how much extra damage you're gonna deal. It's a what is it? It's a like I think it's just a 20. Yeah, it's a 20. So damn, you don't want extra damage. So it
Tough.
does 89. Man, that's still
Okay.
good damage for these guys. But yes, that does take effect, yeah.
Okay. And then. Okay. And then let me conjure my bow.
Okay. Also make sure you do the AP cost for recite him.
Does the bow? Yeah, I'm keeping up with that. I'm on 35. Does the bow cost any AP? I don't think it doesn't show it on here.
No,
but
it does
just make
not
sure.
cost AP. That's correct. You can just summon it. It costs the AP to like actually fire it.
And how much that would be?
So damn.
Normally it's ranged attackers 15.
Yeah, it would be, so it's 15, but it's adding the damage from the spell on top of that shot, so you're dealing a fuck ton of damage. Wait, your stats are so crazy. You deal like 116 currently.
116.
Yeah.
That's just the damage.
Yeah,
15's the AP cost.
15's the AP cost.
15 just straight up. Okay.
Because the average ranged attack is gonna deal roughly like, well, oh, hold on, let me look at your sheet. It's gonna deal like 15, 20-ish, but for bows, I have it written to be 15. But you deal like the spell damage of the actual conjured weapon on top of the damage of the weapon, so you'd be doing 116.
Okay. So let me do 2 shots. One towards. How do y'all do that little like arrow shit?
So that ruler looking thing on the left.
Yeah, the ruler. On
Also
the left.
want to check the fade delay to linger so it's easier.
You said the ruler thing. Linger.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way you can let go and it
Oh.
will stay.
Okay, got you. So I want to do. If it can hit, I want to do a shot towards this one and then this one.
You can hit this guy that I'm picking right now. You can't hit this guy because he's behind the Nightmare Hybrid.
Okay. Okay.
But this
Gotcha.
guy, I mean, you're fucking
Yeah, you're good.
blitzing him.
Okay. So then, okay, let me just make the second shot to this guy.
Okay.
Directly in front.
Is that your turn?
30. Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay, so the next one up is this guy in the back. So this guy in the back is going to move up here, and then we're gonna roll one of 3 things. So let's fucking run it. All right. So, as he is in the vicinity of one of his friends, he is going to cast a spell that he's gonna do with this guy right here, since he's in his vicinity. So he's gonna start charging up a little magic thing, kind of like a Rasengan for his friend. And on his friend's turn, he's gonna get a big attack that he's able to do. And you guys can tell that it looks like chaos magic, so it would take an endurance check if you get hit by the beam that the spell is gonna do. So, that is his turn. He only gets 1 action. The tiny ones get 1. The big one gets 2. This guy is going to now do that spell. And so he is going to cast a little AoE spell within a certain radius. So let me see what the... Okay, so the only person that can get hit by it is actually Crosswise. So Crossington, they get magic siphoned into them by this blind guy over here, since he didn't do something that was a targeting action and didn't factor in the blinding. He's charging up this attack for him. He's Rasengan charging it, and giving him some nightmare magic. This guy shoots a giant beam into the air that starts scattering in the vicinity. I'll roll a haha funny die to see if it actually hits the nightmare hybrid. It does not hit the nightmare hybrid. It was an 80. So what do you do about this beam raining from the sky above you that is about to hit you? Do you have the ability to respond?
I do, but I'll just let it hit.
You will let it hit. Okay, well, let's roll one of these. Holy fuck. You take 1 mental damage. That could have been very scary. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, chilling.
It's just a D20 like AoE move that causes chaos. You're uncorruptible too, because you're a living weapon, so that shit literally did nothing to you. Alright, and then this guy back here will move. Well, I will first roll to see what move he will do. And if he's not in range, then I will factor in his movement. Okay. So now he gets his big single target nightmare magic deal. So he will move 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna roll a 1 to 4 to see who he hits. Well, actually, hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, he could barely hit you. Okay. Could he hit Lemisk? No, it would go through Osei. Alright, so he's gonna roll a d3 to see who he hits. 1 being Crosswise, 3 being Lake. Lake, do you have the ability to respond to this beam of nightmare magic being fired at you currently?
I do not. No, it doesn't look like it.
You
I have 25 AP.
You have 25 AP.
How much do you have, Osei, by the way?
How much of what?
How much AP?
AP right now is 100.
No.
My-
You would be
It is
using
not.
Dodge.
whatever you have left from your old.
Yeah,
turn.
whatever you have left from the last.
Oh, okay,
turn you
okay,
used.
okay. I can protect.
Oh,
I
so
can
we don't
protect.
regen after every turn?
You regen.
regen
You
on
regen at
top
the
of the turn.
beginning.
Yeah, at the
you
beginning of your
regen at the
turn.
beginning.
Top of every turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at 22. I have 25. I'm gonna use 22 to protect.
You can
Okay.
protect.
Protect is for other people. Usually block is
Oh,
for
shit,
yourself.
okay.
Block
block,
as
block.
yourself.
Excuse me.
Yes,
I'll
you can block. This shouldn't be too bad because these guys are kind of nobodies. So just roll endurance for me. As long as it's
Yeah.
not like a 15 or less, you're chilling. Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, you protect. I'm gonna roll for the damage on it, and then we'll just factor in the protect. Well, it does 12 stamina damage, so you'd be blocking that. But it's gonna do 12 plus this number mental damage. Holy fuck. 3 in a row? It's gotta be bugged. It's gotta be bugged. It's gotta be bugged. There's just no way. I'm sick to my stomach.
To be fair,
Oh, that
wasn't a
was.
die roll.
Wait, okay, hold on. I just typed. Okay. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach, dude. Alright. So you're gonna take 13 mental and
Probably no stamina damage if he blocked it. I don't know his flat defense.
his
but
flat
it'll
defense is
incorporate it.
pretty low. His flat defense is 5, so 12 minus 5.
Well, it block has the modified amount on it.
Oh, then 10. So 12 minus 10, you take 2 damage, 2 stamina. 2 stamina and 1 mental, because these guys can't roll for shit. Actual nobodies. And that ends his turn. And then Lemisk, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna step back and do a prayer of fortune, giving a boost to attack.
Okay. Yeah, everybody gets plus 10 damage.
Well,
Everybody gets plus 10 damage for that.
I'm gonna use prayer of misfortune on the big guy.
Yep.
Negative defense.
Negative defense. We will. So his defense would be lowered from 15 to it says half, but honestly, it's mastered. So here's the deal. roll a little wisdom check for me, and if you roll past 70, we can say he loses more. Okay. So yeah, he loses half. So this guy has 7. We'll just say 7 flat defense because I don't feel like making it a 0.5. So yeah, 7 flat defense.
Well, I ended my turn.
Then you end your turn. Okay. Big guy, his turn. Let me unblind the other guy, by the way. Actually, no, he never took a turn that required him to roll to unblind, so let me not. So the monster, big monster man with the big monster plan, Nightmare Hybrid. Can do 1 of 4 attacks. He is going to now roll to see who that targets. 1 is Crosswise, 2 is Osei, 3 is Lake, 4 is Lemisk, but he wouldn't be able to hit Lemisk, so it actually just has to be a D3. Because Lemisk is all the way back there. 1
Counterattack.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. Because you set it up with the cross chop.
I could afford it both ways, but I wanted to be sure.
Yeah. Yep. You counterattack. How much damage does that do?
It is 68.75.
Okay. So minus to do. Okay. And it does get a second action. It's good that it didn't hit you with that one though. Okay, now he's gonna roll to see who he hits. Same 3 as last time. You fucking kidding me there?
No, I can't afford another counterattack.
Okay. Well, if you can't afford another counterattack, what can you do here?
I can block and stuff.
Okay, this move is it's like the damaging move that this thing has. So he would jump to an opponent normally, but you're already next to him, so he just jumps in the air and then jumps on you. It's gonna do. Let me roll the D20. No way I have it 4 times in a row, right? Okay. So you're gonna be taking. So what is your flat defense?
54 in this case.
You'll be taking no damage. But roll strength, because this is he jumps on you and like grapples you to the ground basically. So you have to see if you get. Yeah, that shit doesn't do nothing to you. It's not even like
What is a monster to Atlas? You know.
Yeah, I mean, does he have the strength to contest this? Oh, he technically does. Fuck it, I'll roll. He has to roll a godlike though. Holy
He's got a
fuck.
fat ass.
Oh my god. He's got a ginormous ass. What the hell? So he does win the strength check. I didn't have faith in it, to be honest.
That's chill.
But yeah. He jumps in the air and he grapples you to the ground. You're gonna have to spend your AP to get up next turn. But you also have to like roll to get him off, and that's the end of his turn. Lakington, it's your turn.
Do I take any mental or no?
From that attack,
If you rolled that. Okay.
That attack
No
was a stamina damage only attack.
Yeah.
It has like I think that's the only pure stamina damage attack it has.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Anyways.
It probably barely matters, but the counterattack would have received the prayer fortune. I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, plus 10. So I can minus 10. That. I did forget to factor that in. You're right. All right. Is Lake here? He is not.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
here.
you are? Okay, I was gonna say it's your turn. So.
All right. I am going to go ahead and do this.
Yep.
40.
You should. Yeah.
Okay.
How far is that guy from
Step
you?
back.
25. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just move up here.
Oh, you're moving up.
Right here.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
I'm going to pull out. Let's see. I'm gonna pull out the photo of my corrupted arm, the blood from my corrupted arm.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of rear up to throw it at the monster.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to ghost print flick it straight at Misk.
Oh.
I did that shit with my finger, one finger, by the way. Right?
Uh-huh.
And I got that shit spinning. I'm doing tricks with it.
Okay.
Ooh, we're doing tricks.
Uh-huh.
I look over at the guy recording us, and I just point
Yes.
at him.
Yes.
I
You
go, "You're gonna want to get this next part."
you do get too hyped for that. You do get
I send the picture back. Too late.
He throws
All
it.
right.
Are you wasting AP for your turn later for that? It's an item interaction.
Sure.
Yeah, he's still holding it. He's still holding it right now. He's still holding the thing on his finger right now. Or wait, you threw it?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
I
he
threw
threw
it.
it back. Yeah, he
Okay,
paid 10 AP to
okay,
throw
okay.
it back. Yeah,
All
I mean
right,
that's
gotcha.
building high AP. I mean you got 2 stacks of high AP, now has 2. So
I'm coming up closer.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna jump over the monster.
Okay.
Jump over, like flipping.
Yeah.
Jump over the front of the monster.
Uh-huh.
Cast ghost print flick again. I'm catching the one that Quay threw back to me, and I'm throwing both of them straight down. It's the picture of the nightmare oxen, and the picture of the corrupted blood from my arm.
Oh, you're using the corrupted blood for
I'm throwing them straight down,
uh
and then as I'm coming down
uh-huh.
with the last of my AP, I'm slamming his head with the shutter strike.
So there is a 1 in 4 chance that a bad thing happens if you throw corrupted shit at corrupted shit. You're good.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, sometimes if you throw corrupted stuff at something, then it actually empowers it. But in this scenario, it's actually overstimming it, it's overloading it. So, you have like I guess roll whiz for me. We're gonna see how much you're overloading it. Because that's like that picture has like a lot of power. Okay. So you jump over this motherfucker, full flip in the air, catch the picture, throw that along with another picture. And you throw the nightmare oxen and the blood from your corrupted arm. The power of the nightmare oxen will deal so we're gonna roll 2 of these. So we're gonna roll 1. We're gonna roll 2. So we do that plus what is your strength?
5.
All right, so it's gonna be that plus 5, so that's you're dealing 26. But also, I want you to roll me a strength check. And now we're going to contest the strength check with this enemy. Are the gods in your favor? They are not. So you don't get the grapple off on him, which happens from the Nightmare Oxen effect. However, he does take the damage because of the Oxen's horns. It does pierce the armor, so it does just do that amount of damage. It doesn't get blocked by flat defense. And then you also said that you threw the corrupted blood. The corrupted blood, you rolled pretty high on the check. The corrupted blood overloads the enemy. And it also gives you an inclination as to what Gil's power is, and that is that he can control blood. He's a bloodbender, kinda. So with that being said, you have intertwined your blood with this creature's, and now can like cause it to have to roll to even like attempt to do its moves. And on top of that, you deal mental damage. I want you to, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna roll 2 of these. 13. What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 15.
All right, so he's gonna lose 46. And then you come down with a Shutter Strike, you said?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you know now that you have 5 stacks of hype. And also that Shutter Strike, 5 stacks is what you need for an EX version of a tier 3 or higher. If it's a spell tier under 3, then you just need as many hype as that tier is. So 1 or 2. So you come down with Shutter Strike. The reason I bring that up is because you could expend it to EX Shutter Strike.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah, so
I'm definitely going to.
So you use your 5 stacks of hype. And oh god. So let me look at something right quick. So gotcha. So for a brief second, you're gonna see the damage for it go up on your sheet, Cam. I want you to look at this.
Okay.
I want you to look at how much you're about to do. So it does
That rules.
200 and that says 222. It's going to be, what is 222 minus 15?
208. 207.
207. But it does have the +5. There's a +5 earlier, so it actually is 208. So boom, huge chunk right there. That builds you 2 more stacks of hype off of that. So you are currently sitting at 2 hype. Well, plus the initial use of Shutter Strike. So I guess technically you're sitting at 3, but it's whatever. You're sitting at 3 hype.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that was sick. Quay, you also have 2 stacks of hype right now for participating in the play.
Okay.
Way to appeal to the crowd. Is that your turn?
Yeah, sorry, that's my turn. My
Okay.
bad. I'm out of AP.
Okay, gotcha.
That was everything.
Crosswise, your turn.
Yeah, I gotcha. I will use I'll do a Mad with Power cross chop on this guy.
Okay. So that will be it's 170 what?
187.5.
There we go. 187.5. 0.5 earlier, so 1. Boom. That motherfucker looking low.
I'll do it again.
Minus. Boom. That's actually technically it's because it's 15, not 10, so it's plus. There we go.
I will
Mhm.
do a cross chop
Yeah.
without mad.
Without mad. A cross chop without mad will kill. It'll die. You get a stack of hype for killing an enemy, and actually you get 2 because you overkilled. By like over, what is it? Let me minus. That would be I'll just do the full because I know it kills. So it'd actually be that. So yeah, since you were over 20, you get another stack of hype. So you get 2 stacks of hype for killing that guy.
Thank you. I will move here
Okay.
to be closer to Miss, and I'll request that he heal me in his earliest convenience.
Okay. Osei,
Yes.
it is your turn, brother.
Okay. So straight up, want to use my bow again.
This motherfucker dead. So I'm moving off to the side. You're gonna use your bow again. You can use your bow. Only costs mental. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to pay to upkeep your shield?
And looking back, is that how much is?
It's 15 mental. It costs 15 stamina for the initial cast, and then to upkeep it, it costs mental per turn. So, do you want to pay 15 mental to keep your shield going?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Then go ahead and do that. So you will conjure your bow, and then what, Osei?
So we will. Let me see. Will this hit? Like, will I be able to hit both of these?
Yeah, you can get both of them. Fine.
Okay.
They're fast, so I guess they have a chance to dodge, but one of them's blinded, so he can't.
Assuming it's this one or
The bottom one's
The
blinded.
bottom one's blinded. It has a
Bottom
tag
one's
on
blinded.
it. It has a little reminder on it that says it. You hover over it.
Yeah, it's because he had the ruler out. He can't hover over it.
I gotcha.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, this guy's blinded.
Okay, let's just hit both of them.
Okay. Roll. Roll me your dex. Is it dex? It's dex.
Dex.
It says accuracy is. Oh wait. Roll me. Roll me. Oh my god. Never mind. You got it, boss. Fuck it. You might take his fucking head off at this rate. Yeah, no, that shit hits. I mean, there's no. I'm not even gonna let him get the chance to dodge on a 100. Yeah, you fucking. I'll tell you what. Roll me a damn, cause you got 100 on the bow shot. Roll a raw 100 for me. If you get a 99 or 100, we'll say it's a crit.
Okay.
All right, that's tough.
Tough.
But yeah, you're still gonna be dealing fucking 116 to this guy's fucking Domazoid. Minus 116, and then you just wanted to shoot the other guy as well.
Yeah, the other one too.
Okay, he guaranteed gets hit because he's blinded. So there we go. And yeah, they have both taken their damage. What will you do now?
Okay. And that was boom. All right, so
Hello, cat.
not
that is
mistaken.
yelling.
Some music hitting right now. We got 2 free squares for moving without AP cost.
For you currently, it would be 3.
3.
You get one base, and then every 5 agility, you get another square. So you would technically have 3 currently.
Oh. Okay.
When you hit 15 on it, agi, you'll get 4.
Okay. So let me just move here, right?
Okay.
And the cost was
The
to
cost
move after this
is
was
20.
20.
20. Right for each square.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's 20 to get your movement back.
yeah,
So you get the exact same movement as
yeah.
before, but again.
Yeah, so you could go another 3.
Got it. Okay. Let me just get right up to his face real quick.
Okay.
If you want to be in both their faces with 15, you could be here.
That's true.
For 15?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the exact same movement.
Yeah, this would be the exact same movement. That way you're able to strike both because diagonals are just 5 feet.
Yeah, diagonals still work.
See.
Good play. Okay. Yeah, we'll move there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to try Spirit Terminal on the blinded person.
Go. I mean, roll strength for formality, because if you can get 100 again, we can spice it up. But it's gonna
Strength.
connect no matter what, because they're blinded. No, what? He fucking dies, man. I don't know. What do you want?
Damn.
Unbelievable, these fucking guys. Are you kidding me? What is going on? You guys are having a fucking career night. What's going on?
Yeah, you know.
So, Osei casts Spirit Terminal, and places his hand on the skull of the blinded man. He attaches his soul tether to this guy, and the double 100 you're building. You know you've built 2 height from that, right? He throws this guy into the ground, and as he does, he leaves like an imprint in the ground as he bounces back up, and immediately after bouncing back up, because you've double 100'd me, you know what, Josh? I will let you cast an action on him for free, since you want it so bad. You can get a free action right now, no AP cost. I will let it happen. I will let it happen because this motherfucker just got dusted. Like, I don't know what else to say. We do give him the minus. I don't remember how much it was for the grab, but you rolled the fucking. I don't know, man. We'll just add it as like a additional to whatever you're about to cast to him right now. Go ahead. You get a combo. You get a combo for that. Why not?
Okay. Then I want to conjure my sword.
Uh-huh.
And try to stab him.
You can do that. Do you want to do mental or stamina damage with it?
Stamina.
Okay. Yeah, you're stacking stamina. That's a good choice. So, is it going to be a one-handed stab or a two-handed stab? The difference is AP cost and damage, obviously. But, your AP cost for one-handed is 15. Your AP cost for two-handed is 20.
I'll do 20.
Okay. So, you will deal. Hold on. How much is that? So it's boom, 96.5 plus 42.5 because of the extra shit that just happened. So you get that, and we will make it for the instead of adding damage. Oh yeah. Okay. So what a fucking turn. So you dealt 100 with the grab because I just said fuck it. You rolled the 100 and dumpstered this guy. So we will do. It does 229 damage. As he bounces back up off the ground like a Street Fighter character, You conjure your sword in your hand beneath him, and it forms inside of him, basically.
Damn.
He is caught on your sword. And I now realize that you didn't actually have to pay the AP cost for the two-handed sword slash because I said that you got the action for free, so you can give yourself that 20 AP back.
Right.
And you
Okay.
can choose what to do now that he is trapped on your sword, trapped on your blade. And also, you've got another stack of hype. You got 3 of them things.
Okay.
Because it's unbelievable.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot. I mean, I already got my sword at him.
I mean, you have the AP to, or the hype, rather, to anything that is a spell tier 1 or 2, you could pay to make an EX version of with hype right now.
EX version.
Yeah.
And that's
It's just an additional damage version of the move, basically.
additional damage. Okay. Can I do another sword move as far as like?
So the sword, conjured weapons break after 1 use. So if you want to say you caught him on another sword as he was falling and stun locked him, you can.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. And that one's is spell tier 1.
That's a spell tier 1, so you would pay 1 hype and you would EX it. And it would you know what? Fuck it. Roll for me again. Roll a raw D100. Test your fucking luck.
Oh no.
I was about to say, dude, if you rolled another 100, I was gonna walk out of the room, bro. No, it's just gonna be the damage from
Regular sword use?
so it's gonna be that plus that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just gonna be the EX is gonna do what happened last time. Well, what happened last time was you had multiple things stacked, so it did slightly more damage, or by slightly I mean like 100 more. So actually a lot. But the EX version just adds the conjured sword on top of the two-handed. So you're still gonna deal 129. And he is stun locked. You've frozen him on top of your sword again. As he was falling to the ground. What will you do now that he is suspended in the air and your sword has destroyed again? Or will you just end your turn? What's the move?
Okay. And that one in specific was 20 AP.
Yes, that one was 20.
Okay. Okay, so they would just be 30. Okay. Right.
And also, I forgot to tell you that you did gain you gained your spirit armor stacks for all those hits, so you have 3 spirit armor stacks.
That's right.
Yes, because you connected with him at the beginning with the spirit terminal.
So I can recast that to deal damage.
You could do that since you have 3 stacks.
Okay.
Make sure I'll write it for you this time, but make sure you keep track of that just in your thing. Because,
the stacks, right?
Yeah, you have to write it on the spirit armor, because the formula for the spell damage changes using that number.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
so I would currently have 3 from what you wrote.
I already put the 3 there for you.
Okay. Fuck it, why not? Let's try it on the blind person.
Yeah, so you then, while he's falling, you're basically doing a fighting game combo. You slam him to the ground. He leaves an indentation in the ground. He bounces back up. You catch him on your sword. the sword goes away. He starts falling. While he's in like free fall, essentially, you stab him again through the chest with the sword again, and then as that one dissipates, you fucking burst on top of him, doing the overshield damage. That's going to do this much, and it also is going to knock him away from you one tile. And he fucking he's gonna have to like roll to get back up, but he also has to roll to unblind, so like he's ruined, this guy. And yeah, you you fucked him up. You just fucked him up. You built up, you have, let's see, you used a hype. You through this whole interaction, you already used one of your hypes that you got, so add one more stack of hype to your sheet. There we go. I had to think of it in my head. Add one more stack of hype. Hype is on the stats, like next to strength.
Okay.
So you have 3 currently.
Oh, okay. One more.
Yeah, you have 3. You have 3 currently.
Okay. And yeah, I guess I'll just end my turn there.
All right. So this motherfucker's got to roll to get unblinded. So he's got to roll. I mean, it's not a hard check, but he has to roll dex. He has to roll dex here. What is the dex on these guys? He has to roll this. Right, it's his initiative. Fucking idiot moron alert. He has to roll over a 40. He does unblind, and now he has to waste his turn on getting up. So he ends his turn. This other guy next to you, Josh, he is going to roll to do one of his 3 moves. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, well, you're the nearest enemy. So he is going to lunge at you and attempt to grab you. I want you to roll strength for me.
Strength.
Yes. All right. And I'm going to have this guy roll strength as well. The strength is pretty low. He does not grapple you, but as you are pulling away, he will stab you. Do you have anything you can do about that stab? Yes or no?
So he stabs me. Can I
have,
counter with a hit, or I just?
Do you have the AP to? Is the question. You have 30 AP. Counter is 42 for you. You cannot counter. You could block, which costs 10. Yeah, you could block.
Okay.
That's
okay. Yeah. Let me go ahead and do that.
So he will deal. So he will deal. Let's see how this goes. All right. So you will be taking 30. Let's see. Your flat defense is 14. So So he does 33. So 33 minus 14 is you take 19 damage. 19 stamina.
On the sheet, it's 7.
That's your flat defense. Block doubles it.
Oh, okay. So 19 damage to stamina.
Yes.
Got it.
And then that turn ends. Guy next to Cameron, be careful. He will also attempt to grab you. So roll me a little strength.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I use failure?
Oh my god, you text the grab. Yeah, guy attempts to grab you.
Off me.
Uh,
Off me.
he doesn't.
Get off me.
He does not. Get off me.
Get off me.
So we're gonna roll this to see the damage on him attempting a stab, because I know your ass got AP. So he will be doing 24 to you, 24 stamina.
Gotcha.
All right, and Lemisk, what you up to? What you up to, Unk?
I'm gonna use a prayer of healing, a prayer of fortune, right? Heal my boys.
Yeah. You can prayer of fortune to heal your boys. It will. All of y'all are healed for 60 stamina.
What does that put you, Crosswise?
I apologize. What?
Where does that 60 stamina put you? You need another
I'm chill. I'm at 305 out of 350.
Okay. Then I'll do a prayer of misfortune on the guy that Lake is handling.
You can do a prayer misfortune on him. What do you want to lower?
Flat defense.
Flat defense. Roll wisdom for me. Over an 80, it gets rid of all 10 instead of just 5. Nope. But he still loses 5, so he only has 5 flat defense now.
Okay. End my turn.
Doing your turn. Lake.
What up? What up with it?
It's your turn.
Yeah.
What you got cooking?
Yeah. So I seize this guy, right?
You seize him, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, how many times can I? AP cost for base damage is 0. Hold on. Can you? No, that can't be right.
It's just how you're reading it. Base damage is factored into the other damages. That's why it has.
Oh,
AP
gotcha.
cost.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just beat the piss out of this dude.
You can do that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna swing the obsidian until I can't no more.
So,
until my AP hit nothing.
I mean, so the effects of the camera didn't matter because the guy died earlier. But now it will. So, this is a human enemy. This guy. Your camera naturally does fire type spill. Okay? And also, on top of that, you have your Furin Kazan stuff with the camera hits. So, you're just gonna beat him with the camera, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know what the cost of that is.
So, well, that's just on the
Like,
camera.
is that a?
You rolled earlier, remember? We got you the cool camera stuff. I'm surprised you haven't.
Yeah. I don't know what the. I just mean, like, I don't know what the cost of actually attacking with the camera is.
Oh,
so I don't know exactly how many times I do it.
Attacking with the camera just counts as it depends. If you're using it like with the chain,
It's
like
probably-
flail, then
Yeah.
it counts as two-handed.
Probably two-handed. Yeah, that makes the most sense.
That being said, every time that you do that, it does cost 10 key to do.
Okay, well then I'll take the key as well.
Okay. So you will hit him for, that says 62.5. Then you will hit him for minus 57.5 is what I would say. If you didn't set him on fire with the strike from the camera, from the obsidian camera. And humans are weak to fire. So it will be dealing. What is? It'll be dealing. I could just times 2 it, but I feel like that gets out of hand. Nah, I don't really care. I'll times 2 it for now. We'll decide how we want to actually deal with it later. So you're gonna be dealing minus, what's that? 100, 109. And Not Brody is on fire. And you set the, it's funny because you also set the like wind mark on him. So like the next hit that you do will do wind damage to him, so it's actually gonna put out the flames.
Huge.
But it'll
I'm just
also
gonna use that 5 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm using my AP out on that.
minus 109. Well, 110 actually, technically, because of the 0.5. So, boom. And then that gets rid of the fire, so he's no longer on fire. So the next hit. Oh wait, that one, since I should add that back because that one would be the one without fire. So plus that many. And then your next one will set him on fire again, but it'll also it'll also have a chance to paralyze him because thunder. Because that's how the thing works. So this is on fire, so now he's taking this many. Are you, so you said you were gonna use all of your key for it?
Is it key every time or just to attach the chain?
So it's,
If it's every time, then I'll use it 3 times
so it's,
instead.
no, you're fine because you're not empowering your stuff with key, so you're good.
Okay.
So now I have to roll for him to see if he gets thundered or paralyzed rather. So hold on. Wisdom is very low, so we're gonna see. He does not get paralyzed. But your hit also set the fire mark on him, so now he's gonna take extra damage from the fire that you're hitting him with. So it's gonna be that. And then it's gonna be. All right. So it's gonna do this many. They just see you fucking bash his head in. It's kind of brutal to do on air. It's gonna do that many. Because the fire mark. And then you're going to cause the earth beneath him to shake when you hit him with the next one, because earth. And that will also put out the flames, which is kind of funny. So you'll only be dealing this many. Oh. Minus that many. But now the earth shakes beneath him and we see if he gets staggered by that. Or falls to the ground, rather. And that's just... He does not. So you do not hit him with the earthquake moment. And your next hit will be... Oh, it doesn't matter. I did my math wrong. It kills him. He just dies. It's like one... That's 170. So that's 165, yeah. So yeah, he explodes. You do overkill by 5. Because human fire type effectiveness. And then stacking marks. You build a... in this scenario, you build a stack of hype for brutalizing your opponent, but sometimes you can lose hype for that.
Gotcha.
Next turn is Crosswise. Speaking of brutalizing opponents.
I say hi. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I will pay 20, move here.
Show Kane.
Probably. Let me think. Actually, I think I'm moving here. So I'll pay 20, move there.
Okay.
And then I will attack this target if it's willing to die.
If it's willing to die from your cross choppington,
Yeah, my cross Shoppington.
your cross choppington currently does, what is it, 137? So boom, minus boom, 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 boom. If you do 2 of them, like easily overkills.
Maybe I'm mad with power.
Let me do the math for that. No. You would still take 2.
Okay.
Only barely though.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll double cross chop.
Double cross chop. He is going to get overkilled. So -1. Nope. 32. There we go. Boom. And then -3. You gain a stack of height for that because it's greater than 20. Every 20 you get another stack of height. It's -36 overkill.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's died, and he's died. So there is 1 enemy left. What will you do crosswise?
I will. Let me think. So, Osei, are you probably killing this guy with mental or something else? Because if you are, then I'll just basically stance up.
Could he kill him with mental right now? Yeah, in theory. In theory he could.
I mean, I can, but I was also thinking of trying the splash potion, but I think that'd probably be a waste since they're just easy at this point. So,
Yeah.
So I am down if you are done with your turn.
I'll like killing intent him.
Yo, killing intent for the first time this campaign?
I did it one more time in the past, but I didn't get the bonus intimidate.
So it has to roll int. And it will roll, if it rolls over a 50, then it is not intimidated. Well, bro is not intimidated.
It happens. Monstrosities be like.
But that means that's actually better because bro is feared technically, and he's still gonna attack you, but he's in a more like frenzied state, I guess.
Yes. Hey, you're the last one standing, foul monster.
What?
Alright, my turn.
I'm just what? I just work here.
Work in a graveyard. Next life.
All right, bud. All right, bud. Osei, it is your turn.
Okay. Let us. Well, I guess let's just simply first. Okay. My overshield still on?
No,
Or is
you
it
you
just
used
done?
it for the
Because I
damage
used
earlier.
for the damage, right? Okay.
You
Let
also
me
don't
just.
have any stacks. You used the stacks when you casted it.
Right. Let me go ahead and just recite a hymn.
Does he? I
Mm-hmm.
apologize. So this target had terminal on him, right? Did that give him stacks?
Give
When I
him
hit it?
stacks before he Did it give him stacks when you hit it like just now?
Yeah, isn't I could be wrong.
Yes,
Isn't that how that
correct.
works? Oh, okay.
He
My bad.
has 2 stacks, but it says 3 on his sheet. And he used
Gotcha,
those
gotcha.
first 3 when he bursted his armor.
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, shoot, I need to get rid of that.
So it should be 2, not 3, currently.
Oh, so I didn't use all the stacks?
You used all of them.
You did at the time, and I just got you 2 back.
Yeah,
Oh, because you. Okay.
yeah, because he hit him.
Okay.
So you'll recite a hymn, you said.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
You'll recite a hymn, and it will deal. It'll deal good damage, actually. Yeah. Boom. You
Yeah.
recited a hymn. At that guy.
So if I have stacks, okay. $20.
Bro is calculating. Bro is doing the math.
Yeah, I gotta find a better way to do this because I'm dumb. Okay, so let me go ahead and I guess I could use the overshield to use those stacks to just deal damage.
Yes, but Overshield deals stamina damage when you burst it. If you
Ooh,
want
that's
something
right.
that'll deal a little more mental damage, your Conjured Sword can hit for mental and stamina. Bow can't, because that would scale to be broken as fuck. But Sword can. Physical,
That's
like melee weapons, can be both. So if
Okay.
you want to attack for one one-handed, two-handed, whatever, with Conjured Sword for mental, you could.
Yeah, I guess it would be make sense to. Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and do the Conjure Sword then, and let me do a two-handed attack.
Okay. So 2 mental, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So doing that, we'll do. So, boom. It does that many, and I will tell you that the next thing you do, knowing your mental damage, is just gonna, he's probably done for. So do whatever
Okay.
you want here that does mental.
Okay. Let me just do the same attack again.
Then he will die. He will die. He will die dead. He will
There you
fall.
go.
Well, not. Yeah, because this is sword. It kills. So yeah, he falls on the ground dead. You sliced up his spirit instead of his physical body, which is arguably more grotesque. It would build like a good stack of hype, but combat's over. So that's the end of Combatington. Good job, guys. You did it. Rolling for treasure. And that's just, y'all just get like 50-ish chips from the people in the village nearby that were like, oh, thank you for clearing out evil people. Y'all got the low reward, unfortunately. So
Get one more.
yeah, I mean, you guys have been rolling so fucking good. So yeah, head back to the Northern Wind. So yeah, You guys cleared out these monsters a little bit outside the village. The villagers thank you for it. And you guys go down the path towards this military checkpoint to get inside the damn thing. And just before you get there, to be continued, JoJo style.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sweating like a pig.
So, there's, after you pass through the checkpoint, things are going to be a lot more fast because it's going to be very, like, this has been, like, the setup portion of the arc, basically. So, but yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to say to end off the episode?
Big
Have a
dogs.
great week, everybody. Sorry we were gone. You know, life gets hard sometimes, but
I'm gonna
I
die.
want you all to know that it's gets better sometimes. So you keep your head up. Have a good one. You know.
No, maybe. Some of us
Maybe.
ain't up
Handed
for
him
it.
225.
If you don't see Lemisk no more, just know, hey, I tried my best, guys.
All right, later.
Right.